Good evening, I'm Shameka Neely. Motorists should expect delays this weekend due to IU's commencement ceremonies. Here's more. IUPD Police Chief Keith Cash says the biggest concern about the next 2 days is traffic as people maneuver through unfamiliar areas. He says the worst area will be the bypass where there's heavy construction.
What's kind of unique about commencement is not everyone arrives at exactly the same time, and then not everyone leaves at the same time. So we'll have a lot of folks that aren't familiar with the traffic or locations. We've suggested to folks, if they're familiar with other streets and comfortable taking other streets, for example, going farther south than coming onto the bypass, that's recommended.
Cash also suggests that graduates move along after the ceremony so traffic can disseminate away from campus. Record rainfall and flooding in Indiana continue to prevent farmers from planting their crops. WTIU's Noel Brennan tells us how farmers in southern Indiana are coping with the delay.
Flooded cornfields, submerged telephone poles, and a lone horse grazing near the floodwater's edge. Third-generation farmer Don Shoemaker has seen this all before in Jackson County.
Flooding isn't unusual for us. We have the flooding a lot of times during the winter, which is an inconvenience, but it doesn't necessarily impact crop production.
Flooding in April and May is a different story. Record rainfall across Indiana has delayed the planting of seasonal crops like corn.
Ideally, it would have been dry and ready to plant in the middle of April, and so anytime the rain would like to stop, we'd certainly welcome that.
Don says it could take up to a week for this water to go down, but even then the fields wouldn't be ready for planting. He says it could take another 5 to 7 days before those fields are dry enough to work, and 2 weeks without rain is a lot to ask for Mother Nature.
You always hope to see those sunny days, and then when it gets to that day, you hope they haven't changed the forecast.
If corn is planted too late, then it either won't mature fully or as much as it should. That can result in extra costs associated with drying and storage. Shoemaker still has the option of using a shorter season corn or switching some of his acres to soybeans. But in the meantime, he'll be hoping for clear skies. Reporting for WTIU News, I'm Noel Brennan.
A look at your weather tonight, mostly cloudy, lows in the upper 40s. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a 60% chance of thunderstorms, highs in the upper 60s. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of rain showers, lows in the lower 50s. And let's take a look at your 5-day forecast. On Sunday, partly cloudy, highs in the lower 70s, lows in the mid 50s.